2 of our 7-day online beginners yoga course. So let's get straight to it. We're going to start sitting in cross-legged position to start with. So if you have a block, you can grab a block or you can roll up a blanket and sit on top of the blanket. This will elevate the hips slightly so that you can sit a little taller. So cross one leg in front of the other, however is most comfortable. And the aim really is to have the knees pretty low. If the knees are up here and you're rounded in your back, perhaps sit onto a slightly higher surface. You can even sit on a chair just for the first couple of minutes of this class as we focus on breathing. So just relax your hands onto your knees and take a moment to close the eyes. And just like yesterday, we're going to take a few inhales through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Let's do that twice more. Inhale, grow your spine tall, crown of the head reaching up to the sky. Exhale out through the mouth, feel yourself grounding through your hips into your mat. Let's take one more breath here. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. And then continue inhaling and exhaling through the nose. And last class, so yesterday we were focusing on low belly breathing. So we're going to come back to this idea of low belly breathing. So place your hands on your low belly. And as you inhale, feel your low belly rise. As you exhale, feel your low belly fall. Let's do that a few more times. Perhaps counting the breath for 4, 3, 2, 1 on an inhale. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale. Exhale through the nose. Let's do 2 more low belly breaths. Lateral breathing. We're going to bring our hands on the sides of our rib cage. So as you inhale, this time feel your rib cage laterally expanding. So it's expanding out to the sides. Inhale. And as you exhale, feel the rib cage come back to the center. Let's do that 3 or 4 more times in your own time, perhaps counting the breath for 4 counts. So we're focusing on really expanding just in the rib cage. Soften your forehead, your jaw, your eyelids. And place your hands on your knees for a moment. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do a combination of those two. Lower belly breathing and then side of the rib cage. So if you wish to open your eyes for a moment just to see how I'm going to do that. So I'm going to focus on my low belly first. I'm going to inhale. And then exhale. So I start to focus on low belly rising, and then the side of my rib cage is expanding, and then I'm going to reverse that movement as I exhale. So let's try it together for about 4 or 5 rounds. So place your hands on your low belly, close the eyes, inhale, feel your low belly rise, side of the rib cage. Exhale, reverse that movement, side of the rib cage, and low belly falls. Again, inhale, low belly rise. Side of the rib cage. Exhale, reverse that movement. Let's try that 2 more times. Inhale. And exhale. And last round, inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Take a moment to bring the palms of the hands together at the heart. And gently blinking open the eyes. We're going to take a little flow, so we're going to bring the arms up. As we inhale, bring the shoulders down onto the back, away from the ears. Exhale, bring the palms to the center. Let's do that twice more. Inhale, arms float up. Exhale, palms together. And last one, inhale. And exhale, palms together. We're going to switch the feet around, so the other leg is going to come in front. And then from here, we're going to just move into all 6 directions of the spine. So inhale, bring both arms up. Exhale, bring your right arm down. And then walk your right arm out. Take your left arm over your head. Inhale here, stretch it out. And exhale, slowly come up. Inhale at the top. Exhale, bring your left arm down, walk it out, and then just slightly curve over. Inhale. And exhale, slowly come back up. Inhale at the top. Let's try it 2 more times on each side. Exhale. Inhale, make sure the shoulders stay away from the ears. Exhale, come back up. Inhale here, exhale, take it over to the other side. Inhale, lift the heart up to the sky. And exhale, slowly come back up. So you might notice that your opposite hip wants to come down. Inhale here and exhale, take it over. So when you're going to the right, notice if that left hip is coming off the mat. Make sure you keep that left hip down. And come back up, exhale. Inhale here at the top and exhale, take it over to the other side. Inhale, lift the heart. Keep that right hip down and exhale, slowly come back up. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, twist over to your right. Bring your left hand to your right knee and gently twist over and look over your right shoulder. Inhale, arms come back up. Exhale, twist over to the other side. Inhale. Now remember from yesterday that if our breath is slightly slower or faster than the pace I'm going, feel free to adjust your movement to fit your breath. Inhale, exhale, take it over to the side. Once more each side. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, take it over to the side. Inhale, arms come up. And exhale, take it over to the other side. Inhale, arms come up. Interlace the fingers and stretch the heart up. So gently looking up for a mini back bend. Exhale, round the spine and look at your belly button. 2 more times. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, round the spine. Last one, lift the chest up. Gentle back bend and exhale, round the spine. And then sitting back to neutral, we're gonna roll over our knees. You can remove your block at this point. We're gonna come into our tabletop just like we did yesterday. So wrists are underneath the shoulders, knees are underneath the hips. Spread your fingers wide, and we'll just take a couple of cat-cows like we did yesterday as well. Inhale, allow the belly to drop. Make sure the line of the neck stays long. You don't want to break the line of the neck. Exhale, round the spine, looking at your belly button. Inhale, arch in the spine. And exhale, round. Make sure your full hand is pressing into the mat. Last one, inhale, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, round. And then we're going to come into tabletop. So in tabletop, the spine is long, crown of the head reaching to the front of the mat, so you're looking in between your hands. Now we're going to come into what we call a balancing table. So I want you to float your right leg off the mat, extend the right leg behind you, and flex your right foot. Now notice if you want to drop your belly down at this point. So you want to suck your belly in and keep that length in the spine. From here, extend the left arm. So we're coming in a balance. We're going to hold in here for a few breaths. Inhale and exhale, hold. So make sure that you're breathing even when you're in a posture that is held. So we keep the flow in the breath. Inhale here. Now from here, bring your elbow towards your knee. As you exhale, inhale, extend both limbs out. Make sure the back stays long. Exhale, round the spine as you bring your elbow towards your knee. Let's do that again. Inhale, extend. And exhale, round. Last one, extend, inhale. Exhale, step the left hand down and the right knee down. Other side, float the left leg up. Flex your left foot. Make sure your belly is not dropping down. And then from there, extend the right arm and hold. So we'll stay here for a few breaths before we go into that flow. So move your heel away from your fingertips. Shoulders away from the ears. Inhale here. And exhale, round the spine, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend both limbs. Exhale, right elbow to left knee. Inhale, extend. One more time. Exhale. And then extend for one last breath. And exhale, place the hand and the knee down. Beautiful. Let's curl the toes under. We're going to make our way into our downward facing dog. So float the knees off the mat. Inhale. And exhale, press your hips up and back in downward facing dog. Now remember that you can keep your knees bent. Since this is the first down dog, you can just walk your heels back a couple of times, just paddling out the heels. Stretch the back of the legs. Shoulders away from the ears. Make sure that your ears are in between your arms. So if you need to bend your knees more, go ahead. And then find stillness in your down dog. So working your heels towards the mat, stretch the back of your legs. We're going to come into three-legged dog just like we did yesterday. Inhale, float the right leg up. Breathe here into three-legged dog. So straighten that right leg if you can. Flex the right foot, inhale. And then exhale, bring your knee towards your nose as you move forwards. Inhale, come back into three-legged dog. And exhale, swing your leg in between your hands. Inhale, come up into a high lunge, arms come up. And exhale, bring your palms at your heart center. Bend your back knee a little bit and keep that space open in the front of the left hip. Inhale, bring the arms out to the side, open the heart. Exhale, bring the palms together. Inhale, bring the arms out to the side and up. And exhale, palms at the heart. One more time. Inhale, arms come out to the side. Lift the heart gently as you lift. Look up. Exhale. Palms together. Inhale, arms out to the side and up. And exhale, palms at the heart. Inhale, reach the arms up high. And exhale, bring your hands either side by your right foot. Perhaps grab a block here on the inside of the right foot. Bring your left hand onto the block. Inhale, bring your right arm up into a twist. So we're twisting. So at any point point, you can drop the left knee down if you need. So remember, like we mentioned yesterday, in yoga it's really important to listen to your body. So if it feels too strong, you just make a modification for yourself until your body is ready to take it to the next level. So we want to challenge ourselves, but we don't want to push too far too soon. Let's take another breath here. Inhale and exhale. Bring the right hand down. Bring your left knee down to the mat. Top of the foot down, coming into a low lunge. Inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, stay here. So if you need a little blanket underneath your left knee, go ahead. Inhale, hold. Right knee is directly above the ankle. Exhale, stay here. Inhale, lift the heart, look gently up. And exhale, move your hands either side of your right foot. Curl your back toe under and step your right foot back into plank. Hold your plank for a moment. So working the core a little bit. If you need to drop the knees, go ahead. Just breathe here. Press the shoulders away from each other. Inhale for one last breath and exhale, bring your knees down onto the mat, tops of the feet down, and lower yourself all the way down onto your belly. From here we're going to come into Cobra just like we did yesterday. So we're going to inhale, lift the heart gently up, exhale, slowly lower down. So as we do that, do not press into the hands. So you could even be able to float the hands off the mat. So we're using the back muscles instead of the arms. Inhale, one more. Exhale, slowly come down. And now for this next one, we are going to press into the hands. So we get into a deeper back bend. Now move your shoulders away from your ears. Hug your elbows into your rib cage. Squeeze your glutes and press your toes into the mat. Gently looking up without breaking the line of the neck. Make sure you're breathing here, which is a little bit more challenging. One more breath, inhale. And exhale, slowly release down. Bring your right ear to the mat and just release your arms by your side. Just let it go. Catch your breath. And then bring your chin to the mat. We're going to do another back bend. This is called locust pose. So you're going to bring your arms either extending the arms behind you, or if you have the range of motion in your shoulders, you can interlace the fingers behind you, stretch out the arms, and then gently start lifting the torso off the mat. Lift the legs off the mat, so only the belly and the pelvis is in connection to the mat. And then pull your arms away from your torso to get a little bit more lift. We're gonna hold here for another 2 breaths. Make sure you're breathing. Legs stay hip distance apart. Inhale, lift a little higher. And exhale, slowly release down. Bring your left ear to the mat and let it go, shake it out. And then bring your chin to your chest, bring your hands underneath your shoulders and press up and back into downward facing dog. So we're going to do all of that on the other side now. So walk your heels down for a moment and then come into your stillness, into your down dog. Shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, float the left leg up, 3-legged dog. Keep those hips square. So make sure you don't lift the left hip too high. Inhale here and exhale, bring your knee towards your nose as you come forwards. Inhale, extend the leg back. Exhale, step the left foot in between the hands. And then come up with control, coming into a high lunge. Inhale here and exhale, bring the palms at the heart. Gently bend the back knee a little bit to stretch out the front of the right hip. So then we'll do our little flow with our arms. So we're going to open, inhale. Exhale, palms at the heart. Inhale, arms out to the side and up. Exhale, palms together. Keep that left knee bent. Perhaps sit a little lower. Inhale, arms come out to the side and up. Exhale, palms at the heart. Inhale, arms out to the side and up. And palms come together. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, Bring your arms either side of your right foot. If you wish to take a block, or just place your right hand on the inside of your left foot, or place the right hand onto the block. Inhale, bring the left arm up, coming into a twist. And just stay here for 3 breaths. So if you need to bring the knee down, that's totally fine. Shoulders away from the ears. Let's take another breath here. Inhale. And exhale, lower the left leg down, left arm even. And then gently drop the right knee down, top of the foot down. Inhale, bring the arms up into a low lunge. Stay here for a few breaths. Exhale. Inhale, lift the heart a little higher. Exhale, sit a little deeper. Inhale, lift the heart, look up. And exhale, hands either side by the left foot, curl the back toes under. Step the left foot back into plank. Inhale, hold plank. Exhale, bring the knees down, tops of the feet down, and lower yourself down with control. Inhale, coming into a cobra. Exhale, press back into downward facing dog. Walk your heels back. And let's take a moment in child's pose. Inhale here. Exhale, bring your knees down and sit back onto your heels for a moment as you stretch your arms in front.
So remember that child's pose is a resting pose that we can always come back to.
Let's come back into downward facing dog. Inhale. So whenever you're in down dog, it's a perfect time to take a little breather into child's pose if you need. So we're going to come into 3-legged dog again. Inhale, float the right leg up. 3-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to nose. Inhale, bring the right leg up. And exhale, swing the right leg through. Step it in between the hands. Drop the left heel down. And come into warrior one this time. So we did this last class as well. In warrior one, the left heel is down. The left toes are pointing about 45-degree angles forwards. And we're trying to aim to get the hips to face the front of the mat. Arms reach up. Let's take another breath here. Inhale. And exhale, bring your hands either side by your right foot. Bring your left heel off the mat. Inhale here. Exhale, step the left foot forwards. Take a moment to heel toe the feet together. And then bend your knees. Swing the arms back to front, coming into chair pose. And breathe into chair pose. Sit a little deeper. So the arms are by your ears and we're working our quads. We're going to take 2 more breaths here. See if you can reach lower, reach those hips back. 1 more breath, inhale, and exhale, take a forwards fold. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, fold forwards and step back into plank. So step 1 foot back, then the other. Inhale here, plank. Exhale, bring your knees down, tops of the feet down. Inhale here and exhale, slowly lower yourself all the way down to your belly. Inhale, lift the heart, cobra. Exhale, coming into downward facing dog. I'm going to go on the other side. Inhale, float the left leg up, 3-legged dog. Exhale, bring your left knee towards your nose, round your spine. Inhale, bring the left leg up. And exhale, step the left foot in between the hands, drop the right heel down and bring your weight all the way up to standing. Warrior one. Make sure that the toes on the back foot are about 45-degree angle pointing forwards. Left knee is above the ankle, arms reach up, or in any position that feels comfortable on your shoulders. Let's take another 2 breaths here in warrior one on the left side. And last inhale. And exhale, hands by your left foot. Bring your right heel off the mat and step forwards. Keep your feet about hip distance apart. Inhale, lift the heart. And exhale, slowly come forwards. Relax your head. If you need to bend your knees, go ahead. And then every everybody bend your knees and bring your hands on your hips, and with a flat back you're going to come all the way up to standing. So we're coming into Tadasana. Bring the palms of the hands to the front of your mat and just be here for a moment. If you wish to close your eyes, go ahead. Engage the low belly slightly so that the low back stays long. And connect to your breath. Just noticing how you're feeling right now. Feel your feet grounded into your mat. And then gently blinking open the eyes. Bring your hands on your hips. We're going to take a couple of steps back. So we're in the middle of our mat. And we're going to do our first standing balance. So this is called Warrior 3, but we're going to go through it slightly different than I usually do, just to introduce you to this posture. So you're going to step your right foot about 3 feet in front of your left. You're going to come onto the ball of your left foot until you're on your tippy toe. So you're pretty much balanced already on that right leg. My right leg is straight and I'm squeezing my quad muscles so that my knee is protected. From there, I'm going to start gently tipping over as I lift the left leg. This is enough. If you want to stay here, that's absolutely fine. You can flex that left foot. If you want to take it further, you tip the body forwards, but the leg has to come with you. So you don't want to tip the body forwards and keep the leg down. So as you tip the body forwards, the legs join you, and eventually we're going to create a T shape with our body so that our body and our leg is completely parallel to the floor, supported on our right leg. Now make sure that your left hip is dropping down, just like we did in three-legged dog. If you wish, you can extend the arms up above the head. Let's take one more breath here. Inhale and exhale, slowly come back up. Hands on the hips and step the right foot back. Just let that go for a moment as we start the left side. So if you find yoga challenging, if you find certain postures challenging, let it be challenging. This is not easy. It's a beginner's class, but it's not easy. So let it be challenging. Try and avoid getting frustrated within the body. You will get better at these postures, I promise you. So we're going to do the same on the left side. Step the left foot about 3 feet in front of your right. Come onto the right ball of the foot and then come onto the tippy toe. From here, hands by your hips, inhale, and exhale, start tipping forwards. So if you want to stay here, that's fine, you're still doing the work. If you want to continue, flex that right foot and come all the way into a T shape. And then if you want to continue from there, bring the arms up above the head. Find your balance, focusing your drishti. So your eye focus on one point in front of you. One more breath, inhale and exhale, slowly come back down. Step the left foot back. Bring your hands on your hips and just take a moment to let that settle. And shake it out. So we're going to come to the front of our mats. We're going to go into a posture called squat pose. So we're going to walk our feet as wide as our mat. We're going to turn our toes out. From here, we're just going to take a sit. Sit back. And make sure that the heels stay down onto the mat. If this is really challenging for you, walk your feet out a little bit more. Bring the palms of the hands together and bring your elbows on the inside of your knees. From there, lift your heart and just take a little moment to rest in Malasana or squat pose. Just breathe here. This is a more yin posture, so it's really about holding these postures for a little longer so that we can really get into the joints, into the tissue, the fascia, the tendons, the ligaments. And then we're gonna roll into Navasana or boat pose, just like we did last week. So extend your arms in front and see if you can get there in one smooth movement. Roll the shoulders down onto the back and lift your heart. Bring your legs parallel to the mat and flex your feet. We're gonna do 3 kickbacks from here. So a little bit of core work just for the end. Inhale here, exhale, kick your feet away from your torso. Inhale, come back into boat pose. Exhale, kick. Inhale, come up. Exhale, kick. Last one, inhale, come up. And exhale, hug your knees into your chest and just shake it out. Good job. So we're gonna come into a seated forwards fold. So if you wish, you can take your block here. This is called Paschimottanasana or seated forwards fold. It is helpful to sit on a block. And if you have both a block and a blanket, you can even roll up the blanket and put it underneath your knees. So some people find this posture very challenging. If you have very tight hamstrings, it's going to be not an easy stretch. So I like to put the blanket underneath my knees. If you have a thicker blanket, it's probably better. But that way, they have something to support on here. And then from here, I'm going to sit nice and tall. Exhale, start walking my hands forwards towards my feet. If you do not need a block or a blanket, you can just extend the legs in front. But see if you can keep a pretty much a flat back, so you don't want to be too rounded in this posture. And just come to stillness. Focusing on your breath. Inhale for 4. Exhale for 4. With each exhale, see if you can relax the muscles in your forehead, in your jaw, in your neck, in your eyes. Everything softens. Be very gentle with yourself, especially in these more challenging postures. It really can take years for us to feel like we're properly folding into this forwards fold. So enjoy the journey. And don't worry about getting there at any time. Let's take another 3 breaths in our forwards fold. Slowly walk yourself back up to sitting. Remove the block if you have a block underneath you. We're going to come down onto our back. So bring your feet flat onto the mat, bring your hips towards your heels, and then slowly take it down onto your back. We're going to take that spinal twist that we did yesterday. Lift your hips up and shift them over to the right as your knees drop towards the left, and then look over to your right shoulder. Bring your arms out to the side if you wish. Let's take a moment here. And slowly come up. Bring your hips to center and move your hips over to the other side. Move your knees over towards the right as you look over to the left. And slowly move the knees back up. Bring your hips back to center. And let's come into Shavasana. So extend both legs out. Drop the toes away from the center. Bring your hands by your hips. And close your eyes for a moment. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Let's take that 2 more times. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. And last one, inhale. And exhale. Bring one hand onto your chest and one hand onto your lower belly. Take a moment to feel the heat of your hands. Warm up your heart center and your low belly. Breathing into your hands. Softening the gaze, softening the forehead. Wish to stay in Shavasana for a little longer, go ahead. Otherwise, just wiggle your fingers and your toes. Stretch your arms away from your feet. Take a yawn if you need. And then just roll onto your left side. As you come all the way back up to sitting, cross your legs in front. Let's bring the palms of the hands together at the heart. Close your eyes. Excellent work today, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you tomorrow on the mat. Thank you so much. Namaste.